Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To my beloved lecturer, Dr. Faradina, and to all my friends. My name is Wanajifa binti Ma'anwar. Today I would like to present about the monopolistic competition effect on the COVID-19. As we know, COVID-19 has been spread around the world, started from December 2019 in Wuhan, China, and until right now, we can see the coronavirus is still around the world. Coronavirus are a broad group of viruses that may cause everything from a typical cold to more serious illness. A novel coronavirus is a new strain of coronavirus that has been never seen in humans before. Coronavirus into our bodies through mouth, nose, and eyes, and the virus is likely transmitted through respiratory droplets released into the air when an infected person by cough, sneeze, talk, sings, or breathe within the 6 feet. Because of that, monopolistic markets are particularly affected when economic closure occurred. Monopolistic competition is defined as a market a big number of vendors but a lesser number of buyers than ideal competitions. In fact, that it has various industries and business that involve in the monopolistic market, but the most famous are such as clothing, restaurant, hair salon, and running supermarket. So what effect for this business and what happened for this business during the COVID-19? For the first effect for clothing, sources from the Federation of Fashion, Textile and Apparel Malaysia, FMFTA, they face an estimated loss of 163 million a day during the period of movement control order and lay off about 6,000 workers in 2020 as a result of the effect of the movement control order. The total number of retrenchment in the industry is almost 15,000 people, including existing small business. This is due to the lack of cash flow amid the uncertainty driven by the COVID-19. Not only that, Malaysian fashion, textile and the apparel exporting industry also declined to 21 millions from 27 millions in 2019 due to the pandemic COVID-19. Next, for the restaurant, based on data collection of F&B since the movement control order, the restaurant has experienced an 80% decline in the business and is likely to suffer a loss of 105 million within the 4 weeks of movement control order. Only 20% were able to continue the opening of the restaurant at that time. Another 30% of the restaurant had to close operation completely, while the 50% were still partition open, meaning either hours were reduced or could only open selected branches. Next, for the hair salon, affected more than 6,300 barbershop operators nationwide were forced to retire as a result of implementation of the movement control order following the pandemic of COVID-19. The national of the 21,820 operators nationwide are still surviving but need help to continue the business. The biggest cost that they have to pay every month is the rental of the premise, which reach up to 25,000 a month in some locations such as in the hypermarket. Some operators have to bear a loss of the 11,000 when the shop rental contract has not expired. For the running shoes market, according to the president of the Malaysian Shoes Manufacturer Association, shoes manufacturers are unable to ship and commit to their export orders due to the government policy and only allow them to operate in the phase 3 of the National Recovery Plan. This is not only hidden demand for the foreign market for the Malaysian sender, but it also affected the cash flow of the industry, and it can also only rely on the e-commercial and department store sales. As many as 30% of MFA members has been shut down since the movement control order. If it continues, another 20% to 30% will go out of the business. At the same time, they face difficulties when they're losing many export orders from the foreign country. They also lost a workforce of skilled workers in the manufacturing, and it took years to train new workers skilled in the field. So what are the challenges that they faced during the pandemic COVID-19? The first is competition in the promoting goods. As we know, during pandemic COVID-19, it was extremely difficult to sustain our business. Furthermore, the business is take place online only. This makes it difficult for someone seller who are less provisions with the online. What we can see now is all the time on the social media promoting a variety of items with no limits. They had to take a long time to make sure the goods were sold. Every seller has their own way of promoting their wares. Business platforms like the Lazada and Shopee and use another media social like Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp to promote their business. Second is the competition of many sellers. Since the government announced the closure of all sectors of the economy and trade, almost all traders have switched to the online sales. In fact, there is an increase in new traders who are losing their job. They are using online traders instead of the previous job. There we can see now how many sellers are competing to get customer and make sure the goods are sold. So start the online business competition with old and the new. So somewhat put the pressure on them for those just starting an online business. So we move to the way to maintain a monopolistic market. Firstly is product innovation. Traders need to be smart in innovating sales in the various variations, quality, and the pattern of good. Due to maintaining their business in the market and being the customer choice. Traders need to wisely use the opportunity available and create creativity in the production of goods. As a result, they are able to give the goods more quality and able to attract more customers with innovation have been done. Along with the technological development and the current situation, by way of meeting the criteria of the customer criteria, as a result is a provided convenience and comfort to customer who buy the items or the things that you have been made it. Next is maximizing the selling price. Traders need to match the goods with the selling price. How? Traders need to look at those market. Are price going up or down? Or the number of traders placing minimum price reduced? And others. In the such a market, traders have the right to place a variety, but let it match the goods. They need to be in the line with the current economy and appropriate. For the conclusions, the overall of the monopolistic competition is a type of market structure where there are many firms in the market, but each offers a slightly different products. It is characteristic by the low barriers to enter and exit, which create the fierce competition. In turn, they compete on the factors other than price, such as quality and reliability. Monopolistic competition actually have a very low market power, and firms have a little ability to set price and are instead price taker, which means they have to follow industry. The firm in monopolistic competition are inefficient due to two main reasons. First of all is operate with the excess capacity, and second of all is charge a price that is in excess of margin cost. That's all for me. Thank you and have a nice day.